Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. In the last episode we helped the local hunters to solve their little dispute they had in Galavine's Maw. There were two great beasts, a big bear and a great lioness, and they were both competing over the right to live in Galavine's Maw and be considered as the Galavine's champion. And in case you don't remember, Galavine is basically the god of hunt and beasts and stuff like that. So we decided to help them out and solve their little dispute by picking up a side, and so we decided to pick up the side of the great lioness and we killed the bear. So yeah, that's how we handled that situation. And then we came to the burial isle here, and that's pretty much it. Now, before we continue on with the rest of the game, I have a little confession to make here. I was actually playing this game earlier today, and we jumped down to this pit here, to the... what was the place's name again? Let me show you real quick. Descend the pit in the burial isle to breathe Amen. Now that I have divine favor of Berat, who is basically the god of death and rebirth, I can travel to the burial isle and pursue Theos. It seems, however, that the gods are willing to offer great power in exchange for a promise to deal with the stolen souls in the manner of the chosen. There would, however, be a price for betrayal. I promise to return the souls to the cycle in exchange for Berat's power. I have learned that Burial Isle can be reached from Old Song, and considering how Berat is the god of death, I don't think we want to betray him. So yeah, anyway, so we jumped down to the pit, cleared the first level of the dungeon. But then I started to think that, wait a minute, is there any way to come back up here? So I tried to look for a way to get back up here, like a staircase or something, and I couldn't find anything. And then I went to read about it online, and after doing some quick research, I learned that no, there is no way to get back up here from once you jump down to the pit. Heck, the game actually even made a pre-end game save slot separately, just in cases like this. So yeah, once we jump down there, we can't come back up here. And after thinking about it for a while, I decided not to make an episode of that, because I think that it would have been rather silly and clumsy if I made an episode where I cleared the entire first level of the dungeon and then had some heavy dialogue with a certain character. I'm not gonna spoil it for you more than that. But we had some very heavy and quite meaningful dialogue down there, so I didn't want to go through all of that, only to reload back to this save in the next episode, and then continue doing the other content of the game. So I decided not to do that and make a whole new episode entirely. So we are not gonna go jump down there, because that's the very end game stuff. So we are very close to the end of the game. So we're not gonna go down there, and instead we are gonna continue with the other side content of this game. That includes the Caed Nua's Endless Paths dungeon, which we still have to clear. There's only few levels left, and then there is Crackhold Bluffs, where I also want to go and do as well. And then there's of course White March Part 2, which we haven't even started yet. So I want to do at least these three things before we continue with the main storyline of the game, and then finish the game itself. So yeah, that's my plan right now. Oh, and yeah, we still also need to find that Persorg for Sagani, and I think that we came to the conclusion in the last episode that Persorg could be somewhere around here, or maybe in Elmshore. No, it cannot be in Elmshore. So yeah, but now for starters, let's leave this place.
Not a problem.
And run a bit faster. Oh, and as you can see, these wisp spirit essence thingies are back here. Even though we collected them all in the last episode, but whatever. So this is the shortcut back there. So let's use this to save some time, and then we go back to the harbor and leave this place. Alright, and we are back here. Kinda annoyed that I couldn't just fast travel wherever I wanted. That's a bit irritating, but oh well. So, my plan for this episode is that we go to Elmshore and try to find our way somewhere to another new location, somewhere around here, I think. And after that, I think we go to Caed Nua and continue exploring the Endless Paths dungeon beneath our stronghold. I'm not sure whether we have the time to get to the very last level, but considering how easy the enemies were there last time we were there, it's possible. But how many levels do we have left? If our memory serves me correctly, I think we had only 2-3 levels left. Well, we'll see. But for now, let's go to Elmshore. Alright, so... I'm quite sure that Persok is not here, but what if we go this way? What if we go this way? Could we end up to a whole new place? Possibly, because if not, then I have no idea where Persok is. I thought that he was going to be in Burial Isle, but apparently not. Alright, so... No, there's nothing. Well, but at least we can fast travel back to Burial Isle through this way, so that's good. But, yeah. It doesn't look like we can... There's no new places has appeared here. I mean, how did it go again? The long hunt? Persok had already left by the time we reached Pearlwood Bluff. But I saw another vision, and this time he was deep in the woods, running towards an Aedra Ark. Eder has seen the Ark before. He said it's on the shores of Pale Lake, on the opposite side as Twin Elms. While it could also be possible... You gotta be fucking kidding me. Aedra Ark. I have run past this fucking thing like only God knows how many times, and I didn't notice it. Or maybe I did notice it, but then I was occupied by something else, and then I forgot to actually interact with this damn thing. So there is Persok's soul. It must be. All right, Persok. The Aedra Ark looms in front of you, just as you saw it through Persok's eyes. Sagani turns, watching the trees for movement. As the Ark's shadow falls over you, the wooded shore fades into a different scene. You are standing in another forest, blackened. Bare trunks claw their way out of the soil and keep a solemn vigil over the young trees and tender scrubs. You move slowly through the woods, and the ruins gather throughout them. Stone pillars and broken arches show the bones of some destroyed buildings. Between and amidst it all are elves and orlans, their faces painted and their bows drawn. I have seen the next location. Burned trees, crumbling ruins. Where is this? Burned trees and crumbling ruins. Where is this? No one seems to recognize it. Well, you are so helpful right now. I have seen the next location.
I'll follow you.
She counts the arrows in her quiver before adjusting the weight on her shoulders.
I always get a strange feeling near the end of a hunt. Like an itch on the end of my nose. I feel like we're close.
You sound surprised.
I am. After all this time. A part of me had already accepted that I'd never find him. That I'd be stuck wandering like this forever. I'll admit, I didn't believe you at first. Still didn't until now.
So, what's changed?
I haven't spent this much time around anyone since the long hunts in Nasatak. But I've gotten to know you, seen how you deal with Kith. Whatever else you turn out to be when we find Theos, you're honest. I know you wouldn't lead me astray in this.
Well, I might be a murdering and vengeful bitch, but hey, at least I'm honest. What I mean is thanks. No one's done this much for me in a very long time. Feels almost like I'm part of a village again. So what will you do after this is over?
Good question.
She runs her hand over her smooth, chiseled surface of the Ark. After 5 years, I'm not sure what the point of this is. Persok has moved on, and while I'm out here, everyone in Masuk is carrying on as normal. And that'll be the case whether I come back having found Persok or die out here. To be honest, I'm not sure what that means for me. She thumps the Aedra wall with the heel of her hand. But I'm getting ahead of myself. First we have got to find Persok, as well as your quarry, Prolvia. should give me time to figure out what I'll say to him. What do you think you'll tell Persog?
I guess that depends on who he is now. I'd like to think that traveling for 5 years entitles me to give him a solid earful about all of it. But what really matters to someone in Persog's position? The village he left behind? The family he likely won't remember?
I wish my fractured memories told me more about the people closest to me. If I had accomplished as much as Persog, I would want to hear about it. He's a new person now. I'm not sure any of it really matters. I'm sure you know what to do. He's a new person now. I'm not sure any of it really matters. Yeah.
If none of this matters, then what's the point of me even finding him? Or of you finding Theos, for that matter?
Moving on with our present lives? I don't know. There is no point. Circumstances have forced us into these roles. We are doing this for others, for Masuk and for the Deerwood. Well, I don't really care about those, to be honest with you. Moving on with our present lives.
Now that we've gotten that cheerful thought out of the way, I'm ready for some new scenery. Or a drink.
Well, onward. Alright, so let's see. We found the Aedra Ark at Elmshore, and I saw another vision. This time Persog was stranded in a forest surrounded by blackened trees and crumbling ruins. He was with a group of Clan Fatan hunters. Aha! Clan Fatan. I was wondering that whether those Orlans and elves described there were Clan Fatans. So, ruins. Blackened trees. It could be Northweald. Maybe Old Song as well. It could be any of these two, really. I'm quite sure that it's not Burial Isle, though. Quite sure. Blackened trees. Well, let's head to Northweald and have a quick look-see there. Highland Payday.
The figurine.
Alright.
It's glowing.
Ah, it's glowing. So we are close. Well, alright, I guess you could consider this as blackened trees. Because they kinda look like they are burned or something. Strange that I didn't remember that. But alright, so he's somewhere around here. What about here? No. Pilgrim Shrine? Northweald Cave. It didn't mention anything about a cave. Enquithing Ruins. Oh, it was around ruins. Well, then again, there's ruins a little bit here and there. Could have been here too, but let's go here first. What? Did I miss all this loot? Oh, there's a wolf here. I don't know how I missed this wolf. Come on, kill them. And they just explode to pieces. Yeah, pick up all that. And more of them.
You better run!
I don't really need to do anything here. Bestiary progress. Got some experience from that. How the hell did I miss all this loot? I don't know, but we got it now. Windblight. I'm quite damn sure that there wasn't any of this shit last time when I was here. Maybe they are here. Maybe this just means that Persog is around here, and that's why these guys are here now. Alright, so I want to get rid of these guys as fast as possible, so you go and nuke those. Are these immune to prone? Yeah, we can't knock them down, unfortunately. Oh well, just charge at them. And you might as well do this. At least it deals some. At least it deals a little bit of damage, if nothing else. Go and attack this one.
I'm ready.
Of course, there's more of them. Why, I'm not surprised. Use that. And you use that on the marked target, unless it's dead already. I guess so, yeah.
Deal with this one.
Oh crap. Heal her. Oh wait, you are... but you are paralyzed. There we go. And then finish that one off. Ambitionary progress. Greater wind blight. 100%.
Yeah.
Experience earned. Maybe here. Well, there's some stuff here. Okay. But there's no sight of Persog. Oh, Stelkers. Oh crap! A few of them. Didn't I kill you all last time? Use that somewhere around here. You attack this. Actually, tank these ones. We are there, so actually use that. You use that on that one. You mark this one, and Itumark knock this one down, and you go and attack this one.
I'm ready.
Devil of Karok is not doing hot right now. Not doing so hot right now. Oh wait, not yourself. Her. Oh yeah, you're doing it for her. And you heal. Heal Itumark.
Just say the word.
Second heal. Second wind.
Hey, watch it.
There we go.
Hey.
Well, I'm quite sure that they are not. That he's not up there. Around Withing ruins. All right, it must be somewhere around here, or the cave is not an excluded option. Oh, not that way, not that way. Pop, 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 pop. Oh, maybe we can go through this way. Oh,
I'm right here.
you go and check just to be sure.
Just say the word.
I'm right here.
All right, yeah, we could go this way.
Yeah.
All right.
Slow and silent.
Oh, guess we found it. Now, what do we have here? So there are the elves and Orlands. You come upon a clearing and see a group of Clan Fatan standing in a circle. Sagani glances from the Aitra statue to the hunters, looking for a connection. Meanwhile, the hunters turn and notice you. Their bows are drawn. What are you doing here? Well, hunting by the looks of it. Does the name Persog sound familiar to any of you? Take it easy, we're just looking for someone. Nah. Does the name Persog sound familiar to you?
What kind of Estromor foolishness is this?
They step aside and turn to you, and as they do, you see something on the ground behind them. Lying amidst the ferns is a white stag. Dark blood mars its brilliant coat, and its sides tremble with quick swallow breaths. You feel a presence in the beast, something ancient and familiar, before you can speak. Something thumps to the ground. You look down and see the Aitra bear, its bright glow flickering. Oh shit. Don't tell me that Persog was a stag all this time.
Oryx's shadow.
Sagani draws up beside you, her white eyes fixed on the dying stag. Oh god, I admit folks, I was not expecting this. Allard's face pales. Brad's well, is that... One of the hunters take a step forward, and Sagani raises her bow, an arrow knocked.
Any closer and you'll bleed out next to him.
Her voice is low and tremulous.
I never thought I'd prepared myself to meet a stranger. To share the honor and history of my village with someone who had no knowledge of us. Even someone who'd scorn our way of life.
If you're going to do this, you have got to hurry. Finish this before it's too late. Passionate. Say nothing. So you're just going to watch him die?
I was going to tell him about the years of abundance in Masuk. How his granddaughters have hunted caribou, and his grandsons made our walls strong. But he'll be gone in minutes.
Well, even if you told him all of that, I'm quite sure that as a stag he wouldn't understand you anyway. Or care, because he's about to bleed to death. It doesn't matter what you say, he's dying, and you are doing this for your village. Remind him of his impact on Masuk. Tell him about his family. Trust your instincts. Yeah, trust your instincts.
There's no point to any of this, is there?
She kneels by the fallen stag, placing her hand on its head. She begins speaking. Her voice is steady and measured, and her words are guttural and unfamiliar. At first you think she's reciting a poem in her native language. After a moment you realize that she's listing the names of every person in her village. At last you hear her speak her own name. Well, we got a nice amount of experience for that. The stag takes a final shuddering breath and falls still. Oh, this is so sad, folks.
If you've finished your chanting, we need to get to work before the meat spoils.
She looks up, and for a moment horror and anger flash through her eyes. But as she looks at the dead deer, she shrugs and turns, leaving the lusterless Aedra figure in the dirt.
I've finished what I came to do. Let's go.
Oh, Sagani, I'm so sorry. Alright, so that's done. We finally found Persog. He was a stag, and he had been wounded by hunters. Sagani seemed to realize that this was merely a ritual for the comfort of her people back in Masuk. She recited the names of her fellow villagers, but I think she found the entire act rather meaningless. Ah. A wreath of ashes added. The quest expires in 2 days. Alright, so what is this about? Alright, so we get some experience and some money, which is basically nothing. And minor item. Expires in 1 day and 25 hours, which is basically 1 day. And 2 days and 1 hour. In the Valen Republic of Palminia, a military graveyard has been struck by vandals that burned tributes left for the dead. Though traveling to the Duchess, she has few local resources to deal with the problem. As the Republic will soon be celebrating the 15th anniversary of the Battle of Lecole Pirella, I have no idea what that is, the Duchess would like to have the mystery solved quickly and quietly. Quickly and quietly, huh? Well, if you want someone like that, then I guess that's Winky is the best one for that job. So, yeah. Alright, so we have done this quest, and I feel very, very bad for Sagani right now. So, I guess we just have to leave. And then we go to... Actually, can we just... Nah, never mind, whatever. I would just wonder whether we could have quick traveled this way as well. But, anyway, so like I was saying, let's go back to Caed Nua and continue our exploration of the Endless Paths dungeon. Shouldn't take too long, I hope. So, let's go there.
Amazing. You could fit a whole village in here.
What's this? A wreath of... Oh wait, what? I think someone was looking for a job. Vicious war criminal leaves the stronghold. A vicious war criminal has arrived, seeking employment. He was nearly set upon by brigands on the road, but your patrols intervened, and then he leaves the stronghold. Well, I wouldn't have hired him anyway. I would have most likely killed him if he was a wanted criminal. Or locked him up. Oh, and didn't we have a... Oh yeah, I think we have a head of one of the bounties, so we could bring those to our warding as well while we're at it, and before I forget. Then we go and continue with the rest of the dungeon of Caed Nua. And I also think that I'm going to reassemble my party a little bit. But first, let's meet the warden. Alright, I got a head for you.
How do you do?
Good hunting, I hope. What can I do for you? I'm here for the bounty of Roscoe. You may have averted another war of the Black Trees, huh? Here's the coin they were offering. And we got 2500 copper, and a nice amount of experience. Anything else? Nope. Alright, that was that.
I must say, I'm impressed.
Taxes collected. Alright, so now Let's get rid of this. So I don't have that green number 1 over there distracting me. Alright, and then we go to the Endless Path dungeon. And so, like I said, I'm gonna reassemble my party and take different people with me. And I'm thinking about, now that we are done with Sagani's quest, I think I'm gonna leave her here.
Farewell.
And who should I take with me? Who haven't we had in our party for a very long time? Well, we haven't had Creepy Mother for a very long time. Huh. I would like to have Devil of Karok in my party because she's a good scout. And Winky is busy. Oh, and I have to take Kana, that's for sure. I have to take him because his personal quest can only be done in the Endless Dungeon. And I'm thinking about dismissing Aloth and taking Creepy Mother with us instead.
Farewell.
I was also thinking about whether I should dismiss Eder and maybe take Maneha with us.
If you say so.
Let's leave Devil of Karok here and take Maneha with us instead. I hope that we have enough damage to kill people. Well, let's see. And Kana is level 7, but I'm quite sure that we have to give him 3, maybe 4 levels now. He hasn't been lazing around. Yeah, he got levels alright. So, I guess we go to... Have we missed some levels here? I don't think so. Well, let's just go to level 11. Alright, and looks like all the 3 got levels. And actually, Maneha, what weapons do you have right now on you? Well, let's see. Nature's Mark, what did this do? Minus 10 deflection, minus 10 reflex. Oh, alright, that sounds good. Plus 20 defense against disease poison attacks. Purge of toxins. Immune to poison disease effects for 30 seconds. Yeah, that sounds fine. Alright, and this. We should have quite a few weapons here we could give her. What did this do again? Plus 10 accuracy when below 50% endurance, plus 20% damage when while endurance below 50%. Then accuracy granted to an ally attacking the same target. Yeah, this is actually pretty fucking good. So let's leave that to her for now. And Kana, we haven't had you in our party for a very long time. This Archipast does a nice amount of damage, but I'm quite sure that we had something a bit better. Yes, we got this. Might as well give this to you. And maybe I should get rid of this and give him something else. But what could we give him? What does this do? Grant Sunbeam, minus 50% poison effects trick rate. Deflection against ranged attacks. This might actually be better for him. He looks kinda cool too. Bows don't really suit him, I don't think. Oh, we got this. Well, might as well give him this. This must be better than whatever this pistol was. 26 to 35 damage, and this does 26 to 35. The damage is the exact same, but he gets much other bonuses here, so yeah. Yeah. Alright, so... What else? You got... Sturdy. Yeah, that's good. 10 deflection against ranged attacks. What does this do? 9 will. 5 reflex. 25% heal received. That's actually quite nice for her. Only usable by Chanter. Oh, this is for Kana, obviously. He's the only Chanter we have. 2 might. What does this do? 9 deflection. Maybe might is a bit better for you. Accuracy, that's not bad either, but I think I'm gonna give you a might. Do you have anything? You don't actually have almost anything now that I look at it. I might as well give you this, why not? And you're gonna have this. And what you had this? Yeah, you have that. You had some stuff on you. Good for you. Good for you. Delay unconsciousness for 3 seconds. That's not very good, but I guess we could give it to someone. Who should we give it to? Well, let's give it to you. And did you have a cloak? Yes, you did. Friendly aura, 5 meters, plus 1 stealth, 3 perception. Ah, that's good. We got quite a bit of bows that we could give her. 21 to 31 pierce damage. Now let's just leave that on her. Cat's claw. Maybe I should give this and replace that dagger. What was this? A wand. 10% accuracy granted to an ally attacking the same target. Grants jolting touch on critical hit once per encounter. Exceptional. Maybe I should give her a magic wand instead. Does she use them? Yeah, it looks shitty. Actually, let's just keep hold on to that. Let's give her that sword though. And I guess we don't need any of this crap anymore, so might as well get rid of them. But is that everything that we have? What's this? Plus 9 will. Alright. Melee damage. I believe that this includes all kinds of melee damage and not just unarmed, so let's give her that. What does this do? 10% spell damage, alright. Deflection. Let's give you might instead. Alright, let's go with this and see how this works out. What's this? Plus 10 intellect while endurance above 50%, plus 25 focus gain while endurance above 50. Focus. 25 focus. Isn't focus the resource, and the resources the ciphers use? I'm not sure. Well, I guess I will see in combat, but focus. Yes, it is. I guess we could give this. Actually, no, I don't think we can give this to anyone. Well, let's hold on to that and give this for you for now. Alright, so let's try to do this real fast. Let's start with Maneha. Alright, now let's try to give you let's try to make you as offensive barbarian as possible, so you can deal as much damage as possible. So for that we need let's just give you athletics. And offensive. Adventurer. Poleaxe is S-Stock, Flail, Wand, Warbow. You don't use any of them right now. Dagger, Rapier, Mace, Scepter, Rod. Not any of that. Hatchet, Spear, Quarterstaff, Hunting Bow, unarmed. Ruffian. Saber, Stiletto, Club, Pistol, Blunderbuss, Soldier, Greatsword, Pike, Warhammer, Arbalest, Arquebus. Savage attack. By attacking with unbridled ferocity, characters are able to sacrifice melee accuracy for significant boost in damage. Well, that sounds rather barbarian. One-handed style. While wielding a single one-handed melee weapon, some of the attacker's hits are conventional hits. Oh, actually, wait. Two-weapon style. Specialized training increases the character's attack speed while using a weapon in each hand. Yeah, that sounds very good. Sounds very barbaric, so let's pick that. And then the second level. What would we get if we put one more point here? We would get received healing multiplier. Bonus movement. I don't think we need any of that. Well, it's not bad either, but you know what? Fuck it. Let's put it there. Alright. Frenzy. Sends the barbarian into a frenzied state, granting a might and constitution attack speed bonus, but causing a deflection penalty against incoming attacks. While the barbarian's frenzy is active, his or her endurance and health are concealed. Once per encounter. I like the sound of this. Dragon Leap. I like the sound of that. Drawing upon reservoirs of intense spiritual power, barbarians are able to leap high into the air and crush down upon their foes, dazing them. Once per encounter. That's quite a nice amount of damage. Fuck yes, I like this. I like this already. Barbaric retaliation. The barbarian reflexively lashes out at anyone who hits him or her in melee, doing raw damage to anyone unfortunate enough to be on the receiving end. It does only a little bit of raw damage. Reflexively lashes out at anyone who hits him or her in melee. So basically, anyone who hits her gets hit in return. And that's raw damage, so no damage reduction is going to reduce that damage. Alright, Bloodthirst. After killing an enemy, the barbarian recovery is waived, allowing them to attack again immediately. Wild Sprint. The barbarian becomes able to charge with reckless abandon, allowing him or her to ignore the movement stop of engagement and gain bonus to all defense against disengagement attacks. And this is 3 times per rest only. I'm thinking about Frenzy or... Fuck it, let's pick up Dragon Leap. That sounds so much fun. Let's pick up that. Alright, siege done. Then, with you. I think you were level... Oh wait, I think you were 11 and then Kana was 7. So for you... Well, since we don't have Devil Karok here, I think it's only good that we give you a point to stealth. Well, I guess there's not many options here. Mind Plague, what does this do? Destroys an enemy's memory with calculated accuracy, leaving them dazed and confused before rapidly jumping up to 5 other enemies. Now that sounds fucking powerful, alright. Talent. Apprentice's sneak attack allows the character to imitate the brutal, opportunistic strikes of a rogue. Sneak attack, taking advantage of opponents when they are at their most vulnerable. Well, if you take offensive, where's the crossbows? Where are crossbows? Adventurer, not here. It's knight. Battle axe, sword, Morning Star of crossbows. Well, she's also using sword, so I think that this is rather good for her. She gets some bonus accuracy with crossbows and swords. That sounds good. And she's done by the looks of it. And now Kana. Now you're gonna get like 3 or 4 levels, I think. Lore 10. I think we're gonna put some points to survival. For starters. Alright. Shatter their shackles, cast off their chains. Let's see. Well, let's start from the very first one. Paralyzes enemies in the area of effect. I like the sound of that. My son, do you see your sisters across the moor? Amasses stray soul fragments to form 2 will-o'-wisps that fight for the party. Alright. Causes enemies in the area to effect to be terrified. Shatter their shackles, cast off their chains. Decreases the duration of and defense against hobbled, stuck, paralyzed, and petrified effects for allies in their area of effect. How long? 28 seconds. Yeah, I like that a lot. The lover cried out to be beloved, I am yours. Stirs something deep inside enemies in the area of effect, charming them. That sounds also very good. Rejoice, my comrades, 2 fingers of daylight. The chanter creates 2 bouncing beams of pure light that restore endurance and grant immunity to frightened and terrified on all allies struck by them. So basically he would become a support. Well, these are all support abilities. Rennie Darius Ghost spake, I'll catch you, you Ben Fiedel. I think I like this the best. Now, what did this do again? Paralyzed enemies in their area of effect. What did this do again? Paralyzed targets can't take any action. Their dexterity is set to 0 and reflex and deflections are reduced by 40. Yeah, I like this. This sounds more powerful. Let's pick that for now. Enigma's Charm. With the power of a fledgling cipher, The character is able to temporarily charm an opponent. However, it takes time to contact the victim's psyche, meaning it cannot be used at the start of combat. Alright. The character's intense beliefs have manifested as an aura with properties similar to a paladin's seal's focus, aspirant's mark. The character has attuned themselves to the natural world like a druid and is able to focus its power on an enemy with the effects of the nature's mark spell. Outlander's Frenzy. What if we increase your accuracy with the Arc Blunderbuss? Oh wait, is there Arquebus and Blunderbuss separately? Wait, Poleaxe, Stock, Flare, Warned Warbow, Battle Axe, Sword, Morningstar, Crossbow, Dagger, Rapier, Mace, Scepter, Rod, Hatchet, Spear, Quarterstaff, Hunting Bow, Unarmed, Saber, Stiletto, Club, Pistol, Blunderbuss, Arbalest. Ah, alright. What the hell is this thing called? Is this a Blunderbuss or Arbalest? Oh, Arquebus. Arbalest, Arquebus. If I'm not mistaken, Arbalest is more like a... It's more like a crossbow. Actually, let's interrupt that for a moment. Alright, so what is this? Is this an Arquebus? Arquebus, yeah. And pistol. Alright. So it's an Arquebus. Alright, same things. Same things. So it's Arquebus. Yeah. Next level. They're gonna put more points to survival so he can get all these options. I feel that use mit Fuhr. Bestows a burning effect on all ally weapons. And it lasts only 5 to 5.6 seconds. But everyone does 25% burn damage. That sounds actually pretty damn badass. 7 men onto the deck they went. Allies in the area of effect gain a bonus to freeze and shock damage reductions, and a bonus to the defense against the prone affliction. Not bad. The dragon trashed, the dragon wailed. Generates a hazard field causing burn and slash damage to enemies in the area of effect. That sounds good. The Silver Knight shields broke both arrow and blade. Increases the deflection of allies in the area of effect. I kinda want to go... Where are the... No, whatever. I was wondering what about the other spells that we got to choose from in last time? What about these? One doesn't suit against the power of the saint. Decreases duration and defense against frightened and terrified effects for allies in the area of effect. Rime and Frost follow the footfalls of Karth. Allies leave a hazardous trail of frost whenever they move, hobbling and causing freeze damage to enemies. The Fox from the Farmer did run and leap. Reduces accuracy of disengagement attacks for enemies in the area of effect. Nothing too interesting. Either this or this. I think I'm gonna pick this. Next level. And yeah, more points there. Kernix's beast lit the night with his breath. Calls down a drake from the skies to fight for the party. Fuck yes, that sounds so badass. Oh, but knock, not on the door of Urdel and Gardel. Summons 2 fearsome ogres to fight for the party for the duration. Fuck yes. I like the sounds of these abilities already. Rise again, Scions of Addon. Revives allies in the area of effect with small amount of endurance. What? Revives allies in their area of effect with small amount of endurance. So we can basically revive them from knockdown. Well, not death, but yeah, you know what I mean. Holy crap! Attacks enemies in 7 directions around the Chandra with balls of freezing ice. Now that sounds cool. Empowers allies in the area of effect with bonuses to dexterity, perception, and intellect. By how much? Not significant amount. The bridesmen slew 34, they crossed half the hall. What was this? 7 nights she waited while the white wind wept. The bride caught the ruse and said to make them pay. Rise again, Scions of Aedon. The The bright man slew 34, they crossed half the hall. Empowers allies in the area of effect with bonuses to might, constitution, and resolve. This could also sound very nice, but I either want the ogres or a drake. Or the revive thing. You know what, let's go with the drake. That sounds so much more fun. Alright, talents. Marksman. Increases the character's accuracy with ranged weapons used on distant targets. How much distant they must be at? What about gunner? Reload speeds are faster for crossbows, arbalets, and all firearms. Well, let's pick that. The faster you can reload, the better. Yeah, let's put one more to damage reduction. Now we have already picked from these before. Let's pick this. This is one last level, I think. Athletics would not be bad either. Now let's put something. Let's put some to athletics, so he's not that squishy. And then I want this. And talents. What about the fences? Utility. Allows the healing of a modest amount of endurance on the user. Nah. Dangerous implement. Increases damage done by implements, wands, scepters, and rods. Penetrating shot. Sacrifice range attack speed for increased damage reduction. Wait, sacrifice range attack speed for increased damage reduction. No, it's plus 5 range damage reduction bypass. Characters slow down their melee attack. Well, this guy is not about melee, so screw that. Sanctifier. Grants a damage bonus against all vessels. Vessels. Five accuracy against distant enemies. Yeah, let's pick that. There we go. So we gave him what, 4? He was 7, I think. So that makes 5 levels or so. All right. So we have already done this place, I think. So let's go to the next level. There should be like, which level was this? This is 11, and there's 15 levels, I think. So there's only 4 left. Alright, I remember this place somewhat. This is where we were left off when we were here last time, and we stopped exploring more. And I think I want to switch.
Lead the way.
These a little bit. Alright, since you are our scout now, go there and... oh shit. There's some spiders. There shouldn't be that big of a problem. And then there's witch-racked sentries. Lovely looking people. And even more spiders.
Yeah.
Well, let's start from here. Alright, nuke the spider. Shouldn't be too harsh. Yeah, they don't stand a chance. They don't stand a chance, but this appears to be a dead end. Oh well. What about these guys here? A group of roped figures blocks passage. Their heads bear a fearsome resemblance of those of the spiders that infest these caverns. Their mandibles clacking in small constant movements. In the dim light of the caverns, their round black eyes gleam like gems. Lovely. They look up as you approach. You feel a peculiar itchy sensation in your head, as if someone were running thin fingers through your thoughts. A muted sense of distress fills your mind, followed by a far louder screech of alarm from one of the roped creatures. As one, the creatures turn towards you and attack. Alright. I don't want you to be there. I want you to be far away. I have to remember what she did again. Impales the target with a lance of pure force, inflicting major pierce damage to anyone in the line of attack, with high chance of causing interrupt. Well, I want to test out this once I get the right good angle, like this. And who is here? Eder. knock this one down. And you are not supposed to be there. Model active. I don't remember how these things work. Well. Okay, do it. It must be something good. It can't be bad. Oh wait, are these dominated? Of course they are. Palagina, just kill this one. And you don't switch to your weapons. Knock one of them down. AoE heals. One more left. And back to your weapons. Stop hitting Eder.
Hey.
If only now I had the paladin talent which allowed us to
Just say the word.
to basically hit our allies and straight in the face and get them back to normal.
Just say the word.
And stop being dominated. That talent would have been so handy right now. Well, let's take care of these spiders here as well. Why not? I don't really do anything.
Just say the word.
That's how easy it is. Alright. This is a quite big place. More spiders, of course there is. Alright, I might want to do something here, and why are you there? Oh crap. That was a bad engagement. Oh, I want to do this. Fuck yes, do that.
Yeah.
Fuck yes, that sounds badass. She kind of reminded me of Superman in a sense. Now use that, whatever that is. You use that. At least these guys can't dominate. Targets become object of a conclusive blast of psychic energy, suffering raw damage from this trauma. Characters in a conical area behind the target failing a fortitude check are knocked prone from the blast. So this affects our allies as well, so that's not good. That should be safe. AoE heals. Oh wait, did I use them? Fuck, I used them. Heal him.
Just say the word.
Once per encounter. Yeah, do that.
Just say the word. You're mine!
There we go. Even though these enemies are very easy, I don't think I should be this reckless.
Just say the word.
I try not to be. Oh, topaz, nice. And another topaz. These nests appear to have been abandoned and claimed by spiders. A few hold bones and remains. Lovely. Actually, what's our formation here? I think this looks a bit better.
Just say the word.
What do we have here? More witch racks. Charek. You feel a scratching sensation in your head, followed by a sudden high-pitched ringing. Scattered images flash within your mind's eye. You see a mass of nests, set against the cavern wall, stretching up into the darkness. A vast network of webs, somewhere far beneath the surface. You see, too, the sentries you have recently slain, their bodies lying crumpled on the cavern floor. When the images fade, you see another of the spider-faced creatures standing before you. It raises its clawed hands. You feel another twinge inside your skull, and then words emerge within your mind, in a voice wholly alien to your thoughts. Orek to Vath, na rot ufrait nat. The creature pauses, its fangs twitching. Kaletina nosta akren kidare. Do you know any Aiduran? I don't really care. Sorry, but I don't understand. Get out of my head, creature. We have nothing to talk about. There's an audible growl from the creature before you, but the voice in your head is calm. Aidur tongue. Animal is first in many years. Animal is trespassing. It points a claw towards the path behind you. Killed defenders of nest. Animal is finished. Will speak. I listen, there's no need for more fighting. Pfft, screw that. It's diplomatic and we're nothing like that. Fine, I'll listen, but you would better not try anything. I'm not an animal, you animal. Those guards attacked me first. Yeah, that's true. I think your Aiduran needs some work. I'll show you an animal, spider face. The creature emits a height-piercing whistle of alarm and rises ominously into the air. All around you, more creatures glide forward. Oh, great. So... he can't do anything yet. Oh, and I really need to summon these dragons and shit that later on. When I can. Not into the fray. And you Kana, stay there. Just shoot them from afar. You yell at people. Eder. Don't tell me that you are. Of course you are dominated. Of course you are. You. I don't think we need to use that just yet. Attack this one. Co-opt the target's essence, generating a slashing blade of force that attacks them before leaping up to 5 additional targets. Yeah, do that. You do that. Actually, maybe not. Where are you anyway? You are there. Try, you do that, and you are paralyzed. And now you're free. Oh wait, you are not. Heal Connor. Eder, do something. Knock someone down. Palatina, do something, please. Well, luckily these guys die rather fast. But we are not doing so hot right now. AoE heals.
Hey.
I hate this dominated effect. Yeah, that was... I'm gonna lie, that was terrible. We beat them easily, but it was still terrible.
Hey.
I could have done so much better.
Just say the word.
I could have done that so much better. Oh, what do we have here? Drawn in Spring. A simple dagger. Not much damage, 5 accuracy. 25% damage inflicted over time. Superb. 12 accuracy but 45 damage. Maybe I give this to Wink. A legend of the living land speaks of a marvelous and dangerous garden watched over by 4 guardians. Northern wind, southern gale, western sun and eastern moon. To protect the garden from those who would disturb its wonders, and to protect hapless wanderers from the ravenous beasts and carnivorous plants within, the guardians diverted travelers with their respective domains, frigid and buffeting winds, glaring daylight and the darkness of night. 3 would stand alert each session while 1 guardian rested. It is said that Western Sun summoned Drawn in Spring each year after awakening from winter slumber. Alright.
Leave it to me. Just say the word.
But yeah, like I said, that fight went terribly. 8 glittering eyes look out at you. These large nests appear to be woven from a thick sturdy silk. And they also contain loot. Fine spear, meh. A small spider huddles in the back of the nest. It hisses. There must be more spiders on shit here. Yup. I think we can take a few more fights before we have to rest.
Back to our enemy!
And again those falling crystals. And why are you... Didn't I give... Oh, you had a third... You had a third weapon slot, so that's why. Use pistol instead. That's why you have been trying to get to melee range recently. AoE heals.
I wish you no harm.
Just say the word.
Pick up all their sacks.
Not a problem.
And where? And there is the stairs that... Oh wait. Yeah, there must be stairs. Kestoric, you feel a sharp and sudden pain in your head, immediately followed by a harsh and alien voice. Aik Kaletrar, Night Dwarf Edur Vasti. The creature makes a peculiar clacking sound before its voice speaks in your mind once more. I name it Trespasser, Killer, Lingerer in the bright places. Where is it going? I'm searching for the master below. Get out of my way, or you can start calling me Spider Kicker too. I'm just exploring. I don't want any trouble, even though I just killed all of your brethren. Let me pass, and I'll be on my way. Nice spider, clever. I fought my way down here from the surface. Do you really think you are going to be the thing that stops me? Get out of my way before you regret every decision you have made in your life to this point. The witchrack hesitates, mouth parts twitching. Behind it, the others look at one another. It is passing, the creature says, at last, moving aside. They watch you warily as you go. So...
Can't do.
So wait, you're not letting us go. Well, fine. Be it that way. The witchrack sinks to one knee, a hissing, gurgling rattle in its throat. It is a vile, scheming thing. I curse its ex, its family. May it go stumbling into the dark to die. Finish it, worm. Take prisoner? You won't get away so easily. I'm taking you back to Caed Nua. Why? Well, as cool as it would be to take him as a prisoner, we're a Bleakwalker. We take no prisoners. As you wish. Yell at people.
I'm here.
Attack. Attack. You too, attack. And you're dominate, of course
Just
you are.
say the word. Walls of fire.
This does not hurt our allies, does it? No, it doesn't. Good. AoE heals. And stop hitting Palladino.
Just say the word.
If you want to hit on someone, that's not how you do it. Literally hitting them. Alright.
Not a problem.
More of you, of course there is. You just missed all the fun earlier. Oh, those are the stairs that leads downstairs. Yup. But before we go there, I want to check this place out. Oh, Kana is not doing well at all. Of course. Kana is in...
Just say the word.
Kana is fucked now. Nothing here. Kana, maybe it's better if you stay behind here. And you...
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Go here. Oh. Trap triggered. Come here. You too. Prolvia.
Just say the word.
Attack something.
Following your lead. Let's
This is actually rather nice. They are lining up to come to us and die one by one. This is perfect.
this.
And those two can just shoot from afar.
For the Republic.
You too. All of you use ranged weapons.
Parathis! Parathis!
You better run!
Better run.
I have...
I shall end this.
One,
One for you, buddy.
one by one. Come on. Wait, what? Oh shit! Kana died! Fuck me hard in the ass. Ah, that folly crystal killed him. Fuck, now I have to reload the last goddamn save.
Praise thou Philophili.
You better run!
I'm ready.
You're mine!
I wish you no.
I'm ready. The fight is ours!
Ah, the Blade of the Endless Paths. Forge the blade. I have discovered all the broken fragments of the ancient sword. I will need to find a skilled smith to reforge this weapon for me before I can wield it. Alright, so we need to find a smith. Oh yeah. A Rite of Ashes completed. Winky returns to the stronghold with experience and yeah, stuff. With the blessing of the Duchess of Palminia, Winky began an earnest investigation of the vandalism at the military graveyard. After a large amount of digging, some literal, some figurative, Winky was able to track down the solitary culprit, the grandson of a soldier who was executed for cowardice in the Battle of Lagon Pirella. According to the young man, his grandfather was slandered and the execution was not just. The Duchess and Palminia's son Greta Dugala reviewed the man's evidence and decided to restore his grandfather's dignity by inscribing his name on Lacona Pirella's memorial. However, the young man was still guilty of violating a long list of Palminian laws and customs. The Duchess exiled him from the island for life. And we got an item, Resemblance Ashes. 7 uses, oh it's one of those items. Revive with 300 endurance, minus 50 endurance after 15 seconds. Even small quantities of the ashes from this Valian urn have the power to cast Reviving Exhortation on an ally. That sounds very powerful though. Alright, good.
Yeah?
Now what do we have here? The remnants are old and brittle and scattered fragments along the cavern floor suggest they were tracked here. Oh yeah, then we still have this place. Well, let's do that real quick. And our character is in a much better state now. Well, Prolvia is a bit hurt, but not too much. Yeah, same shit. Get out of my head. I'll show you who's an animal. Alright. Why the hell are you at front, Kana? That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted you to do. Shit. Who's dominated? Ederis? Of course he is. Use that. You... Use that on him. Now, what could we do to these guys? Produces a psychic howl in the target area, stunning the target as well as dealing raw damage to all enemies within. Stands a high chance of causing an interrupt. Yeah, use that. That sounds fucking badass. You yell at people. Or actually... Jump there. Shit. AoE heals. Then use that. Use that on that spider, I don't know. Shit. Of course he's still dominated. And frightened. And dazed. And frightened 2 times. Second wind. You got no energy to do anything, really. You kill that, except that you're paralyzed. Kill that spider. Niporolve, you are there. Alright, kill that witch rack. Now you kill that. Yeah, I could have done this battle as much better as well. Well, I think we did this a bit better, but still, I just wanted this battle to be over as fast as possible. And we get the same dagger, yes. And then we get the same loot from here as well. And then we go... Did we go here? No, we didn't. Really? Another named one. Come on, Kana, reload fast, so I gave you that talent, remember? So,
Just
what do
say
we
the
have
word.
here? Yeah, the fight is over, and you go back to your
Yeah.
shield, saber and shield. Yeah, still, what the hell do I care? Leaves of Essence. Grimoire. Casters temporarily sacrifices arcane power for martial might. I almost read it martial arts. Wizard gains bonuses to deflection, accuracy, might, constitution and dexterity, but becomes unable to cast spells or switch grimoires for the duration of the spell. But that sounds kind of bad. Death Ring. Calls a black ring of necrotic energy into being that spreads out in all directions, causing corrode damage to enemies it touches and potentially destroying those with low entrance. I think he got that as well. And by he I mean Aloth. Even at a distance, these bottles and jars exude strange odors. A small crustique item float in the murky liquid. Nice. And then let's just go and finish this. Let's just go and finish this place. Again.
This isn't going as I hoped.
And I forgot about that trap. Of course I did. Alright, I think we can... you know what, I'm gonna save, just in case. There. Now,
Just say the
let's
word.
see if we can survive this battle, and then we can rest after this. I fought my way down here from the surface. Do you really think you are going to be the thing that stops me? Get out of my way before you regret every decision you have made in your life up to this point. Alright, guess we're just gonna attack them. Actually don't use that just yet. You go and try to interrupt that. How annoying that I can't use any of these spells immediately. You use that. However, you can use these. You attack this one.
Just say the word.
And you leap here. And then attack them like a true barbarian. Shit. Do that. AoE heal. Hey there, where are you? You are there. Knock someone down. Yeah, it's the same thing. As you wish. Kill everyone.
Say the word.
No prisoners. Maneha, come back to us. Thank you. Yeah, we did that. Easy peasy.
Not a problem.
No spiders
Yeah.
dropping crystals on top of our heads this time. Alright, now before we continue downward, let's rest here. And damage reduction. Yeah. Damage reduction is always good. Or actually, Let's not rest yet. Let's go down there and see what we're up against, and then we can rest and see that what bonuses would be the most beneficial for us. So down we go. All right, can you go and check the place out for me? How big is this place? That's quite big. So far, no one. Oh, spirits. Alright, so there's gonna be spirits in here. Anything else, possibly? Oh, and so what are these? They are vessels. Alright, spirits and vessels. So, come back here.
Just say the word.
Let's have a rest here. Alright, so I think that's you're gonna be about more damage, so let's make you deal more damage to spirits, I think. Or should I just give you maybe damage reduction would be good for you. You, however, do more damage to spirits. We can do more damage to vessels. Damage reduction 2. I think that maybe you should deal more damage to spirits. Primordial, this has to change. Vessel, why not? Or maybe let's give her damage reduction. You got 2 vessels, 1 spirit, and damage reduction, that's good for you, you are tank. Well, we want you to be the damage dealer anyway here, so let's make you deal more damage to spirits. Yeah, that should be good.
I'm sorry if I was a little tactless before, about your being a watcher. I didn't really understand what was involved. Is it hard, hearing the spirits all the time?
Ah, so you're in a chatty mood. It's gonna get a little overwhelming. It's actually been fairly useful. You're asking if I have cracked yet. I'm tired of getting pulled into other people's problems. Well, yeah. I'm tired of getting pulled into other people's problems. Cruel too. You would think they would pick up on that after a while. Kinda signs. Well, we'll find a solution. You have my help until we do. Alright. And wait, how is this formation going? Oh, that's not how I want it. No wonder you have been in the front lines. This is how you should go. There, so much better. So much better. Alright, so I'm gonna end this episode here, and in the next episode we're gonna explore this dungeon, level 13. Then we go possibly to 14. Actually, we are most likely going to clear this first. Then we go to clear the 14th, and then if we have enough time, we clear and face the final boss, whoever it is, in level 15. Or we save that for the next episode after that. Who knows? It really depends that how long it will take to clear the next 2 levels. I assume that they're not going to be that hard, just like the previous level wasn't, but we'll see. So that's my plan for the next episode. Now then, thank you for watching once again, and see you next time for more Pillars of Eternity.